kind of fun. Those are some of the old theme songs from Hercule Poirot and Miss Marple. I don't know if any of you ever saw those. I watch Miss Marple sometimes on TCM. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, some of the next authors coming up are unique. I absolutely love them. I hope you do too, or I plan on, because they are absolutely amazing. Absolutely love them. And that is Douglas Preston and Lincoln Child. Lincoln and Child, absolutely wonderful writers. They came up with the series, Agent Pendergast series. They're updating the wiki on them, so I did them each individually. Douglas Preston, he was born in 1956. And in addition to his well-known collaboration with Lincoln Child, especially the Agent Pendergast series, he has 6 solo novels of his own. And he does have some nonfiction books, including books on science, history, and true crime. So, interesting on his own. And Lincoln Child was born in 1957, and he has written 5 solo novels also on his own, including the Jeremy Logan series. And many of their collaborative efforts resulted in bestsellers. And the first novel, Relic, I'm sure that rings a bell. It was made into a movie, Relic, and first introduced Agent Pendergast as a supporting character in that. So you got to first meet him in Relic. And they are notable for their absolute thorough research on these books. They're wonderful, wonderful. So, to move on, I'm going to talk about Agent Aloysius Zingo Lang Pendergast. Now, there's a name for you. Agent Pendergast. He's a fictional character in a series of books by Preston and Child. And like I said, he first appeared in Relic. He was a supporting character. So, and Relic also had a sequel, Reliquary. He's a special agent with the U.S. FBI, and he works out of the New Orleans office. But he travels and investigates cases that interest him, like serial killers, or that have odd elements to it. Let's put it that way. He was raised in New Orleans, and he retains his Southern manners and deep Southern accent. He once served with the U.S. Special Forces Ghost Company, so that should tell you right there some of his talents, I should say. He served with Michael Decker, who is now his superior at the FBI, and Proctor, who is now his chauffeur and bodyguard. And a number of years before the series began, he was married to Helen, and she was presumed killed in a hunting accident, mauled by a lion. But she reappears in what they call the Helen trilogy. We'll get into that a little bit. That was some of his writing. Their writing is wow. It just throws you a curve. You better laugh, Chris. Don't forget. You better be nice. I'm on Friday, so. Pendergast is generally described as being stoically aloof and eccentric, though his politeness and his unerring intellect make him dear to you as a character, and his irresistible charm, and he can sense the danger, from people when the occasion calls for it. He converses easily with doctors, scientists, anybody, intellectuals, etc. He's a highly specialized master of specific disciplines. He appreciates the finer things in life. He's considered eccentric. He likes expensive cuisine and wines. He has a great distaste for opera. His interest encompasses a wide variety of vastly different walks of life, but he always focuses on the enlightenment of the human mind, body, and soul. Always he does that. And Agent Pendergast is always, picture this in your mind. He's tall, he's slender, he is fit, he's graceful. He has an enormous amount of power. Despite his slight frame. His skin is very pale, and many refer to him as corpse-like, or as an albino. He's so pale. He has platinum blonde hair and ice blue eyes that often look gray. He religiously dresses in unrelieved black, hand-tailored suits made of a special blend of wool, and often described as looking as an undertaker. So, can you picture this guy in your mind? Absolutely amazing character. I'd really love to see him on screen. And the best part of Agent Pendergast, he owns a '59 Rolls-Royce Wraith. Ugh, the cream of cars. Are you kidding? I would love to have one. Oh my God. I would just sit in it. I wouldn't drive it, just sit in it. And he is a scrupulously scientific man, but he does wear a amulet on a chain that consists of a modified family crest, which is an interesting story in of itself. So there you go. But his Wraith, that would be amazing to have. Just simply amazing. Excuse me. One of his books, the first book that really brings Pendergast into light is the Cabinet of Curiosities by Preston and Child. That book is totally, I can't even, you have to read it because it is just amazing. It really, you have to read it. It introduces Pendergast pretty much, and the Cabinet of Curiosities is found in this basement, and the curiosities that are in there are not your normal curiosities. Let's put it that way. There's some really amazing, weird stuff in there. I mean, you have to read it to actually understand how he starts out and how he goes about doing his detective work. Amazing. He is he's just something else. It's the third one in the book, and it involves an archaeologist and, of course, Pendergast. And it's a long buried tunnel is what it is. And in it is not just curiosities, but there's 36 bodies. And their spines are gone. So it's like I said, it's interesting to read about this. And the owner of the site, he wants to build these condos, okay? Of course they do. They always want to build condos. But he wants to do it before the archaeologists and the do-gooders and the groups can stop him from doing it. He wants to take the bodies away and burn them and bury them. But they stop him from doing it. And they discover a note in one of the bodies' dresses. And it just goes on. She works for the museum, so a lot of it has to do with the museum. They make important discoveries at the site, especially the gruesome manner in which the victims were killed. And Pendergast is determined to find out what happened to these people. And they're calling them copycat murders. There's a reporter who is kind of hindering their investigation in this. So, but the bodies are, they also find collections of toxic plants, costumes, antique weaponry, all kinds of stuff in here. But the body's really, because it has that kind of twist, of course, Pendergast is on the case. So, interesting on that. We're going to move on to Dan Brown. And, of course, we all know Dan Brown. Yes, no, maybe? Come on, guys. The Da Vinci Code, Dan Brown, totally freaking amazing. Absolutely love that. It's a mystery detective novel, and it follows symbiologist Robert Langdon and cryptologist Sophie after a murder in Paris. And they all, we know the story. The controversial hypothesis of, the Catholic Church, the issue of that. And he is just, wow. I read the book before I saw the movie. Absolutely loved it. He is a great, great writer. And of course, if you didn't see the movie, you should. I don't think I know anybody who hasn't seen it. So, and of course, Robert Langdon, Tom Hanks. How can you not see it? And and it has to do with battle between the priory over the possibility of Jesus having been a companion to Mary Magdalene, and there's a descendant. That's the whole basis of it. He is an awesome writer, and of course, you know the rest of it. I know you've seen the movies, Angels and Demons, of course. God, that was even better. I love that movie. Absolutely love it. When I first saw it, I was like, wow, never would have thought. The one guy was, I'm not going to give it away, the bad dude. So interesting. That was a total twist for me. I absolutely love his writing. Angels and Demons, of course, and then the new one, Inferno. If you have not seen it or read it, please do, because wow, talk about twists and turns. It's even more so than before. And of course, Tom Hanks is back in that in the movie. The book is amazing also. I try to read the books before I see the movies to see, and they're pretty much on point with him. I absolutely love those. I love those movies. I can't think of anyone better than Tom Hanks to play Robert Langdon. He just does it justice. He really does. And Inferno. If you have not seen Inferno or read it, please do. Absolutely. That movie, you better, and if you see it, please watch carefully, because there's a lot of info at the beginning. You don't think it has anything to do with anything, but it does. So, Dan Brown, he is another mystery writer on my list. That is totally amazing. Digital Fortress is another one of his. Origin. What else did he? Meteor. But I think he's best known for those three novels. Totally amazing. So is there anyone... One author, I'm sorry, I will not discuss. And I'm sorry if this offends people. I don't mean to. This is just my opinion. It has nothing to do. The Circle. I will check for you, Lori. Excuse me. No, The Circle is by Dave Eggers. So you know. That's by Dave Eggers. I'll write it in there for you. There you go. Yeah, interesting. No, I have not read that one. Was it good, Lori? I hope it was. So Dan Brown has a lot of great books. So, as I was saying, there's one author I will not discuss. He is a murder mystery writer, but I don't think he's worthy of the title. You're very welcome. I don't think